I hit it right at 7 o'clock. The most important thing I have to do in this moment for this live stream is to thank Jimmy Jazz for donating. Wait. For donating this sample to the channel. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. Give me the whiskey. Am I wearing a shirt? That was not exactly planned, but I am. You can get your own at the link on my something down there. Maybe? I don't remember. I'm not the best at promoting merch. Even if I did make it. Peated Buna on the rocks? Spell it. Pronounce it. Bunahaben? Bunahaben. Whiskey knows hello, cheers. Schwelcome. Are you enjoying a little membership? Look at it. It's beautiful. I do Butler. Hello. Hello. I actually should have messaged Jimmy Jazz. I don't know what he's doing right now. Isn't he out of the country or something? I forget. I know he was going to do something. But that didn't click until just now. It's like, I'm opening your sample. Where are you again? Music Maestro. If you please. I have it set up. That counts. I just have to push the play button. Yeah, let me know if that's too loud, too soft, too annoying. Oh, there. Did I do that all very quickly? I don't even know. Yes, there's that. Then there's that. I can do that very fast. What is that? Thank you all for being here. I'm looking forward to this. The official all the words, which I didn't put into the title of this live stream. Caol, SMWS, Society Distillery. I don't know if that's on purpose. 53 rare release. I didn't look into it. I typed it on the Googles maybe once to, I was actually trying to get the font for Caol for the thumbnail, which I know everyone noticed. I'm a little picky about my thumbnails. This is 14-year-old and 56.8%. I do not believe I've ever had a Caol. Well, I've never had a Caol at this percentage, I don't think. It's hard to remember. There are some SMWS bottles in the vault, but I do not remember what I had. Music wouldn't be too loud if you weren't so quiet. I try to talk loudly. It's exhausting. Believe me, I can do it. It's called projecting your voice, where I'm not yelling, I'm just speaking louder. It's all about the diaphragm. It's exhausting, as I said. I will forget to do that, by the way. You will see me get quieter and quieter as I forget to speak from the diaphragm. And remember to enunciate. I got some on my fingers. Oh, man. Oh, it's just slightly peated, is it? Well. Oh, Jesus. We'll be great. It's perfect. I love the color, but if you've been on this channel long enough, you know that Scotch and coloring are a thing. And I would love to believe Caol doesn't do that. That felt hard to say. But I have no idea. If I turn up the volume up to hear you, the music becomes intrusive. Yeah. It's weird messing with the volume, too. I don't have any options other than, like, here. So I'm gonna go to the volume, click, and this is one lower. That's 5 seconds backwards. Give me a break. That's one lower. Can you even hear it? Because I don't know. And my other option is that, which is off. So there's that, and there's off. And that's to keep it as reasonable as I can. I keep niggling with it. You like the one more down? Like there? Again, I need to ask you guys because I can only hear it so much on my end via my speakers, and my speakers are very low. I can barely hear the music right now, but if that's the perfect thing, I can just turn the volume up on my end. There we go, I can kind of hear it. There we go. I just need the little, it's like white noise to me. Let's get on it, shall we? This looks great, first of all. We talked about it, we said something. I can't see what I'm doing. There we are. Hello. Also remember, June is National Men's Health Month. If you've been putting off that appointment, please do yourself a favor. Oh, that's much louder. Hello. Jesus. Where's my point? Yeah, make those appointments, even if you don't want to. I did. I did one today. Nothing awful, but it's one I've been putting off for quite a while because there's complications. I don't want to get into it. Just getting information from one place to another via the healthcare system in our country. Well, my country, sorry. Butler. No, you're not from around here. Look at it. Beauty. Nose time. Very professional. We begin with the nose. There we go. Oof. Jesus. That is this. Okay. It's making me think of smoked. I want to say maple bacon, but that's not right because I don't get maple. But candied. There we go. Candied bacon. Smoked candied bacon. Whoa. There's a bit of, what was that? Cut grass? It's a proofy bugger. It's only slightly peated, so it's not crazy peat. It's not Lafroig level, but it's prominent. It's standing there like, hey, soap. It does seem a little proofy. All right, I can tell the alcohol is high by just smelling it. Ooh, got a touch of apple. I love when I get that. Remember to drink. I have to remember to drink in some oxygen. There, better. Delish. Oh god, my brain is doing that thing today. I said drink in oxygen, I meant smell, or breathe in oxygen. And then I just thought of, what if we had to drink water through our nose? I can't get that out of my head now. Like, oh, this is delicious. Give me a straw. These straws would have 2 prongs. That'd be great. What a disturbing thought. So what did I say? I said smoked candied bacon with cut grass and I just said the last part. Cut grass and apple. And something else. It comes off a bit floral. Japanese whiskey in a neti pot. Oof. That hurts so bad. Hey, you might get annihilated too. That goes right to your brain. Smells wonderful. And I mean floral in... This is one of the more complicated things I find. Trying to explain the way in which an odor appears and feels. Still haven't gotten quite what I want to say with this. But the idea is simple. All I have to do is say, what happens when you smell a flower? You know, how does that come off? It comes off as a floral, kind of light and pleasant. Depending on the flower, but in general, you get the idea. It's softer. It's not aggressive. It's not spiky or painful, or it doesn't make your nose crunch up like that. The other complete opposite of that is if you've ever smelled a skunk, like if your pet got sprayed by it, or there's an unfortunate one that crossed the road and didn't make it, you'll know that smell just comes in with knives and makes you immediately go, wah. That's the fun thing about smells, is they come in varieties. Yeah, exactly, Zenbo. Some of the worst things I have to deal with personally, and I've mentioned this thing before many times, is a skunk emote, all of that. Wait. Many times is there's a, I always say mulch, but it's mulch, it's compost, and it's a big, like, they have big piles of it. It's the place, basically, if you were going to go buy compost, you would go to a store and they would have it in nice little bags. But this is the place where they have it in a giant mound, like a mountain-sized thing of compost, and chips of wood, and a variety of different things. And if you drive past there on the wrong day, or on certain days, you go by that road, and you go down that road, just it's aggressive. I think of it like pine needles going into your nose. Very unpleasant. It doesn't smell like pine needles, but the feeling you get is this prickly, spiky, thing. But somehow it's also swampy. It's like, think of swamp muck that is painful. That's what it does to your nose. Sometimes I don't catch it in time. If I catch it in time, like I smell it just before I get to it, I know to clunk up my nose and just. But there are often times where I'm going in there and the wind's just shifting the wrong way, and I get right next to it and go, and I can say that because it's a road I go down regularly, and I like that road. Except at this time of year, when it gets warmer and everyone's wants their damn mulch. Anyway, the nose is lovely. Stop talking about noses that are not great. I'm gonna move this the other way. I see my dried apricot staring at me, and I don't want to be influenced. Alright, onto the palate. I'm gonna take a very tiny sip because I know the percentage of this is pretty high, and this is the first whiskey I'm having today. Awesome. Whoa. How lovely you are. Ooh. Got ashy at the end there, or actually halfway through. I like the texture of it. I took the tiniest of sips because it's not burning me crazily right now. So I know I did it right. Just a touch. It's a little bit peppery on the tip of my tongue at the finish, and slightly dry. Nothing crazy dry, not like I need water immediately, but it's an ashiness to it. Take another sip, hold on the palate, slightly bigger sip. Let's see what happens. I'm mostly worried about the proof. That first sip should have, gotten my body to be like, what? Alcohol? Oh, not again. Black pepper is some kind of a dried fruit. I'm not going to say apricot. Ooh. That's really nice. It gets very pleasant halfway through. It cools off. I don't know how it did that, but it did. Yeah, and then a slow fade out. Slow. A little ashy, a little dry. Still a bit slick, weirdly enough, as it fades out. Ooh. Someone introduced skunks to Martha's Vineyard, and now they run carefree without any natural predators there. Mosey along, paying little attention to people there. That does not encourage me to go to Martha's Vineyard. There's skunks everywhere. Yay. Who would do that? Why would you bring a skunk to an island? Why would you bring 2 skunks to an island? Or more? It's like, here, go, be free. This is your paradise now. Unless skunks somehow do something for insect population. I mean, I don't even know what skunks eat. I assume bugs in the ground. They have little claws, don't they? Wow. Well, initial impressions of this are, of course, it's lovely. Scotch Malt Whiskey Society is well known, and they always seem to make some pretty awesome stuff, or pick some pretty awesome stuff. I'm still not exactly sure what they do. I'll be honest. I assume they do barrel picks. Like, that's their thing. They either do barrel picks or they're blending, but I don't think they're blending. I think they're just bottling. Someone help me out there, because I don't know for sure. I could ask someone I know who works with Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, but I know what a busy individual he is. It's actually quite sweet. Sweet and peppery, some vanilla, some kind of dried fruit, but it's not. What is that? Oh, what a lovely progression. It gets, the sweetness fades out and it becomes slightly dried fruit-like. It's not cranberries, I would know that immediately. But it feels like it's along those lines. It's not raisins. Dried cherries, maybe? Got a little tart. That sounds about right. Dried cherries. Ooh, I like cherries. That's a really nice fruit note. Right near the, right as it starts to fade out. It goes from like a vanilla candy sweet into this dried cherries and ash. And then it fades out very slowly. It leaves a little bit of a slick feeling on your tongue. The texture of it's really nice. It's not viscous or silky. I'll have another sip. I gotta figure that out. What is that? I was about to say, it's almost greasy. It's like, that's not a great word for this. So we'll say slick. But in a good way. It's not like slippery, it's rounded. It coats your palate and just kind of fades out. Which I like. Drinking it, like coming up with that, it's like, it could be slippery. Let's pour it on the ground and find out. Oh, bad idea. Don't do that. I'm tempted to add water. I prepped myself to have water for this. I forgot I wasn't supposed to pour all of it because I get excitable. Like, all of it now. Because if I do add water and it's not great, well, I'm screwed. I don't want to do that. Although for the proof it's at, adding water wouldn't hurt. Well, I hope it wouldn't hurt. It might make it awful. But for now, I'm just going to drink it as is. Because unsurprisingly, within the 15 minutes of this stream starting, it's like, it's really good. End of stream. Still going with the initial old school method of doing a tasting within 30 minutes. I thought this would be a nice little change of pace. I have a number of samples in front of me from various people, and I feel terrible that I haven't gotten to them in any kind of soonish manner. So I have pulled a few of them out, and I'm trying to get them done hither and anon, because I know I have Sample Sunday coming up too. And as long as I have those Advent calendar samples, I'm trying to keep Sunday with that being the norm, and Fridays being a wild card. In all likelihood, I'll keep doing samples while I have them, but it really depends on what happens. I did realize something just before the stream started. I didn't like it, but it's June 7th. You'd think I'd like June 7th. I do. 7. It's a thing. But it made me realize that a month from now will be July 7th, which is my birthday. which is when I'll be 44. I'm not looking forward to 44. I barely got used to the fact that I hit 40. It's the same feeling I got when I hit 30. When I hit 30 years old, I thought, I don't feel that much different. Suddenly I turned 40. Like, what just happened? Now it's going to be 44. 44 and 77. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Birthday month, though. Birthday month. Be prepared for lots of bourbon that you can't get ever. I'm making an executive decision for my channel right there. Like, I'm going to do videos about whiskey that no one can have. To clarify, they're going to be bourbon barrel picks by It's Bourbon Night, who I believe their channel anniversary is July. No? Maybe it's their actual anniversary from when they got married. I don't remember the reasoning I did this for. But there was a reason. I just don't remember what it is. Either way, I have purchased bottles from their Patreon. That's how I've gotten them. And I leave them alone, which is very surprising. You know, you think I'd buy a bottle. I'm not the type to buy a bottle and need to open it immediately, typically. I do have one that I feel like I should open soon for a video. And Zenbud already knows all about it. But the rest of you don't. Look at how sad and tiny this thing is. It makes me angry how small it is. But this, will you focus on something for Pete's sake? Do it. Stop focusing on that behind me. Do it. I thought I knew where the sweet spot was, but now I can't find it. Either way, you should be able to read. There we go. Leopold Brothers, 3-chamber rye whiskey. 50%, well, 50% ABV. Look at it. Look at it. For those who know, you know that this is a very rare and unique bottle of whiskey because of how it's made and because of the grain they use. They used a grain that was almost extinct, for one thing, and they used a still that was almost completely forgotten about. Historically speaking, it could have gone the way of the dinosaurs. It could have just been gone. But the Leopold brothers found it and revived it and made whiskey out of it. Brilliant idea, mind you. Because for those of us who know our history, I don't. I just try to remember things that have been said every once in a while. And this is that early whiskey was made mostly with rye. Because rye grows really easy. And the farmers always had extra. So they made rye. The mash bill on this is 80% Ambrosie, that sounds better, rye, which is the rye that almost just out of existence. And then 20% is Leopold Brothers floor malt. I'm not exactly sure what that means. It's not specifying what kind of malt it is, unless the assumption here is that they grew it themselves. That's the feeling I have. Fermentation is 168 hours. Oh my gosh, they tell you things on this bottle. How nice of them to give you all the information you could want. Awesome. Aged 6 years. Batch number 48. 48? 46? That looks like someone tried to do a 48 and just didn't finish. Distilled in Colorado. And I suggest you look up the video for it. It's on YouTube. Look it up later. But type in Leopold Brothers 3-chamber pot still. Very interesting. Papa KillCo knows, or at least he will. Actually, let's not drop that. What I will do, if I can find it, is I will find it for you guys, because it is very important to watch this video before you actually try it. Hell, I'll rewatch the video at some other point, just because the story is so good. It's a long video. It's not like a little short one. I think it's about an hour. I'm putting in all the words. that's not it. Oh, there it is. Got it. The story of the Leopold brothers 3-chamber still. And it is... how long? I'm just going to post this and fix it later. Yeah, I may have posted this before. I don't remember. Anyway, it's community tab at the moment, as of now. Oh, it's not that long. It's long. It's 20, 25, 26, 30 minutes. Damn. Otherwise, I'm going to post it in chat. So for those of you who are here at this very moment, who would like to open this up and save it, or however YouTube works with that, open it in another tab, watch it later. It's all about this whiskey. And a note. A note. This is 200 milliliters. This was $50. Will it be worth it? I don't know. I feel like it will. Again, with everything I just told you, it's more than just the fact that it's a bottle of whiskey. Because this is, you know, $15 away from me being able to buy another Redbreast 12. But I know why it's this cost, which is both good and also sucks. They used to, last time I checked, this was a while ago, they had a full bottle that you could buy. I got this online, so you can too. Wow. Mind you, the shipping is $20. It's around 70 something odd dollars to get one, to get 200 milliliters. Milliliters? Hold on. Yes. Milliliters, the tiny word. Not a liter. Milliliters. You see my problem. Early on, like a year or two ago, it was sometime after I'd heard about it and tried it. I got tried at the Bastard's Ball about 3 years ago? Something like that. And... ow! And yeah, I saw that. $200 for a full bottle. And went, I guess I'm not getting one of those. I would like to, but no. So I checked recently. I believe Whiskey Vault, aka Daniel, did a video about one of their bottles in the past few weeks, like at least a week or two, because that should have arrived yesterday, but I wasn't home. Adult Signature, yay. Which was me going, there, done. What was my point? Mustache detected. Whiskey Uncensored, what are you doing here? Welcome. We're talking about expensive bottles. Do you know any of those? I have one right here. Talking about this thing. Oh. So fancy. $50, yay. 200 milliliters. Ugh. Clear. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. I hope. I haven't had it in quite a while. I'm looking forward to it. I think I'll do a video this month, maybe. I have a thought. I have a plan, which is I think I like more than what I was thinking of doing. So we'll see. Prepare for mini reviews to make a return. And I've thought about doing some of these samples, like this one, as videos, even though people can't get it. I knew it. See, you're sensible. You know this. It's a good thing. But the shipping made it $70. Stupid. What did surprise me is how fast it got here. I think I bought it earlier this week. Like days, time, what is anything? So it must have been a recent video that I saw. Eitherwise, it got here faster than I anticipated it would. And of course, Adult Signature, because they don't know. Maybe someone under 21 wanted to buy a $50 bottle of 200 milliliter whiskey. from a special, unique distillery that has their own. I mean, it's like the possibilities of someone under 21 getting one of these is silly. But I had to sign for it, and I was out having a lovely time with Papa KillCo yesterday, so I missed them because they lied to me. They lied. They said it would show up at before 2:10 p.m. So I waited until 2:10 p.m. and then I looked at the FedEx thing again, and then it said at the end of the day. So they lied to me. At the end of the day for them was 2 hours later. So my little notice I got on my door, it said they showed up at 4:10. Whatever. I got the bottle now. It doesn't matter. I was just annoyed I didn't get it yesterday. You know that feeling. Like I was here all day, all morning up till 2:10, and then I had to go. Oh yeah. Of course, I talk about that being expensive. Why? I talk about that being an expensive bottle when I'm drinking a Scotch Malt Whiskey Society sample. If you know, it costs a bit to be in the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society to begin with, and then the bottles are not cheap. I'm enjoying this one. It is punchy though. Whoa. And first whiskey of the day, and usually it stops being ouch by now, after 4 or 5 sips. This one's determined to be difficult. Hey, brother, I do understand. Believe me. That's the one saving grace I give myself is I don't expect them to get here on time because they have to get so many deliveries out. I feel bad. Like I almost gave the person who showed up with this sample or this bottle I got today. It was warm, so part of my thought was maybe I should give them like an ice pack. I don't know. I don't have a water bottle to give them. It's like I want to help. Oh damn, Dr. Pest Whiskey, you are living the dream right now. I almost got some beer recently, but I keep putting it off. I had a beer yesterday. That counts. I had a beer and I had an espresso martini with Papa KillCo. Then we had dessert. Oh man, it was so good. I had 2 giant hot dogs. It was great. I enjoyed it muchly. Place we like to go that has rum and whiskey. Not a huge whiskey selection, but they have it. I don't know if they still have Lefroy. I didn't see it on the list. Did you, Dad? I don't remember, honestly. They probably do. But all I ever see on their list is stuff I don't like or stuff I already have. Or have had. I don't know. Oh, please tell me what you guys are drinking, by the way. If anything. Water, whiskey, tea, vodka, coffee. I'm tempted to get more coffee. There's been a problem with me lately. I think I'm starting to be like you in your younger days, where I suddenly want 2 giant cups of coffee a day at 8 o'clock. It doesn't really affect me, but still, it's not the best idea. Call your firm that will show your progress. When does UR delivery X? Driver is currently making delivery Y. See, we can't do that here in America because people are jerks and they might track their package and like mug the driver. I don't know. I think Amazon has that, if that's what I'm thinking of, or that's what you're thinking of. But even then, they give you a vague idea and they'll tell you how many stops away you are. So that's the one nice thing about getting stuff through Amazon is they have their own truck line, so they can tell you where your package is. Where UPS and USPS and FedEx, they don't do that. They don't do that. They let you know where it landed. I know my package arrived yesterday and was in Massachusetts. And I know today my package apparently left at 4 something in the morning. Ugh. Green tea, that's a nice choice. I don't have much green tea. Johnny Walker High right now. Looks like rain. Oh, damn. Get rid of it. Make it old-fashioned if you have to. Hanging easy. Hello. Schwelcome. Schwelcome, schwelcome. A lot of indie bottles from some good prices. So SMWS is a no way. They've become more popular there. A lot of single-digit aged bottles. That's like way too much. Yeah. DHL and DPD. Really? That's odd. Ah, the joys of living in different countries. It's like these other guys do this, and Amazon doesn't. But I can get something from Amazon and track it pretty close. Day 4 of a dry run. Do it, do it, do it, hanging easy. Dry runs are especially important in this community. Just to, cool off. I've been cooling off as best I can for the past week at least. And I've had to cut out certain days of the drink because I have other stuff to do. I have a busy life now. It sucks. I mean, I love it. Exercising 3 times a week is awesome. It actually helps a lot. I hate admitting that. I don't hate it, but I begrudgingly admit that exercise will help someone with my problems. Because I'm so, like this morning? No, yesterday. I was really irritable. I was probably really irritable this morning too, honestly, but I don't know. I was absolutely twitchy today because I had to wait for this delivery. And if you can imagine what it's like to wait to sign for a delivery that could show up at any point in the day, and then do ×2 to that feeling, then you'll understand how much it sucks to wait for a package on my end. So I did need a drink, if nothing else. I believe it showed up around 3 o'clock today. Yes, Senboot, it is. I agree. Hanging Izzy, why do you live there? Oh, sorry. That was loud. 110 degrees is awful. Today was pretty warm. I think it was 80? Hold on. Tell me things, silly ass thing. That only works when I hover over it. Alright, it's perfect right now. 70 degrees, my favorite. But it was close to 80 all day. And I didn't go outside much. I went outside once to find something that wasn't there. Thankfully, it was found anyway. But no thanks. Once it gets closer to 80, or just a little bit over 70, I will die. I'll go outside and I will die. The sun hits me and everything falls apart. I'm like a vampire. Except I can go out in the sun when it's cooler. 86 at 6 a.m. in the morning. I may be doing something incredibly stupid in the future, as far as places I shouldn't go in this time of year. Like down south in August. There you go. I know what's really nice out there when it's cooler is was it Red Rock? Was that like the area? It's near the strip. I know that. You can like see the strip. And I think it's called Red Rock. Beautiful place. And I saw bike riders all over there, but god dang, it was hot. FedEx will drop at Walgreens for picking, and UPS will drop at EPS store, so I do that. Yes, signature requires visually. Yeah. I can do that, and I've thought about it. I really have. Because I live in an apartment building with numerous people, and some of them, most of them, are assholes. There was a problem with people stealing stuff and like open packages and freaking nonsense. It happened to me once, But thankfully, it was something not worth anything to the person who opened it. So it was like off, you know, like 10 feet away, left in a corner where no one could see it, near the laundromat. It was silly. I think it was like an extension cord or some kind of thing I needed that no one else really would. Maybe it was an extension cord or something. It was something not of vital value. It was just annoying. And I did have something stolen once, and I'm still peeved about it. And that was a sample package that was donated to me that never got to me because it was taken. Like, there was a picture of it being delivered. They put it in an odd spot, and it was just taken away. And hopefully whoever took it got real sick by drinking that, because it looks, you know, if you don't know what it is, it's a little like, I don't know. But yeah, I have a feeling it was younger people who were stealing stuff. I don't know what's happened now, other than we have much tighter security. There are cameras everywhere, which I appreciate. But still, it's like, it took them 10 years to do it. Initially, this apartment complex had a guard, like someone would walk around. But that was a long time ago, and they bought the cheapest people they could find. So they were either creeps or they would fall asleep on the job. Again, ages ago, thankfully. Mary Bella, that sounds lovely. I'm kind of peeved that spring is over. It stopped. I looked ahead and it's going to be 20 plus Celsius for the next week. To fix that for people who don't know, 70-ish degrees, 70 plus. 20 degrees Celsius is my happy place because it's around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. To simplify all of that. Although it does look like one day will be rain. But all of these days are over 20. Ugh. It's alright, I only go out when I have to. It's fine. Single Cash Nation Glen Grant? 20-year. Whoa! Damn. Put away for a birthday, Christmas, or something like that. Man, just open it. I think, what is it? It's basically the tribe / Irene Tan / number of people who have brought this up to me, but tomorrow is not a guarantee. So I get really peeved at this thing, or at least I did, because I couldn't open it, and I wanted to try it. And I have sampled it now, not that bottle, but I've sampled that whiskey before, because nothing is guaranteed. So drink the damn whiskey, enjoy it now, and forget about special events. It's hard to do because you have that feeling to do it. I have one sitting over here right now that's going to be for a special occasion. There's no guarantee I'll make it to that special occasion, but I'm going to do it. It's god awful if you think like you had this special bottle and you never got to try it. Ugh. Perth and then vanished. Oh, what a surprise. They're strict there, man. I don't know how you do it. Like, you have to really disguise things to get it anywhere overseas, unfortunately, because laws are stupid. Laws are stupid. At least when it comes to alcohol. Days were hot ones, mid-90s. No. I do have to look into a few things about my possible travel plans in August, because I just found out about this before the stream started. And that's going to be a lot of financial monies that I don't have. So we'll see. We'll see. It's for a possible bachelor party. I won't say anything else. It is down southwards. The good part is I know a couple people who live in that state. It's a big state, so I don't know exactly where. Might have to show up, but... Peter White, hello! Welcome. Booze is so expensive there, I think because the customers misplace bottles into their cars. I mean, I'd like to think people don't do that, but it is a high probability that they do. Peter White, hold on. Hello, hello. Thank you for showing up. Again, for those who got here and are wondering why I'm not talking about the whiskey, it's really good. I have it right here. I'm just in the middle of a swamp with my 17th county. Country. Oof. Ow, burning. Alright, I'm going to add a couple drops of water into this. To refresh everyone's memory, or if you were here, a sample is donated to the channel by Jimmy Jazz, Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, Caol, 53, or Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, Distillery 53, rare release, age 14 years, 56.8% ABV. That's not much higher than my comfort zone, so I don't know why it's punchy like this. It is good. I'm convinced it has coloring in it, though. Even 14 years, you know, in Scotland, I don't know unless I'm told. And although I'd like to think Scotch Malt Whiskey Society does not pick stuff that uses coloring, considering how many scotches out there that do, well, they probably do. Water. This is tap water. I did find out a way to make distilled water. It's not hard, but it takes time and focus, which I don't have. The focus part. I have the time part. Not so much the focus part. It's not hard. It's just weird. I understand distillation, so not too complicated. Ah. 51 ounce samples, a lot of which were 18, 20-year-olds. Disappeared in UK customs, so sad. Cheers to that. To those who have gone before us. I tamped on the sweetness a little bit. I was about to say it doesn't burn as much. It doesn't, but it's still there. It's weird. I swear some days the burning feeling for me is worse than others, and I have no reason for it. No rationale. Wow. Great White Northern. I need to go to wherever the heck I got one of my bottles recently. Or one of the bottles I did a video from. What was it? It's directly west of where I am. Is it Wisconsin? It's the one that looks like an oven mitt. I don't know how to do geography. Yeah. Good God. Sorry, a bunch of stuff on Patreon is blowing up my phone right now. Whiskey Tribe is one of them. Oh, that's right. The whiskey tasting thing with Irene Tan is happening soon, if not right now, at Crowded Barrel. That's gonna be fun. I'm not jealous of them at all right now. Not at all. Where is it? It's Michigan, sorry. What did I say? Wisconsin? That's wrong. Michigan. Wisconsin is somewhere else, and I don't know where. Oh, Jesus. Melanie, wait a minute. I know who you are. What are you doing? Melanie Ferreira, thank you. Thank you. You're a troublemaker. Incoming bunny. You saw it. Melanie helps keep me out of trouble. She's an instructor at the spin place I go to, and I've known her for quite a while. I'm not even sure how long, actually. Years, certainly. And she knows I'm the guy to talk to about whiskey. At least around here, because I'm the only whiskey somm in Rhode Island. So, yeah. Thank you, Melanie. Appreciate that. Come back and see us sometime. We gotta get coffee soon. Just not the weekend where people are out. What am I looking for? Wisconsin, apparently. Where? I have too many little, like, dots on my maps. It's weird. Yeah, I have no idea where Wisconsin is. It's out west, I think. It's one of those ones that just looks like all the rest. How can I not find it? That's Washington. I know where that is. I know where Washington and I know where California are. But as far as Wisconsin, bleh. I know where Kentucky is. I know where Indiana is. And I now know where Michigan is. I didn't get through any of this. I think it's once I get out west, everything gets a little fuzzy because it's mostly squares or rectangles. Oh, Oklahoma. I remember by shape. So when most of the shapes look the same, it's very confusing. Other side of the Great Lakes. Okay, so I wasn't completely off. Hold on. I stopped looking over there. Where's Minnesota? Oh, what the hell? Is that it? What is this? Okay, zooming in and out like this is not helping me. North and South Dakota, that took a lot. I still can't find it. The other side of the Great Lakes. I see Michigan. Is it the funny looking one? Because it's not showing up. I'm in that weird Canada area. And for whatever reason, this is being weird. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Yes. Awesome. I'm not a complete moron. I got Michigan and Wisconsin messed up. They're right next to each other, at least. I thought it was somewhere out in the middle. Give me cheese. Yeah, it wasn't showing up because I have it marked with a little flag, like the I want to go to flag. That messed me up. I was like zooming in and out, you know, looking for the little towel of Wisconsin. No. So far, I've had good luck sending to Foodquig on Victoria Island, British Columbia, Canada. Maybe because it's on the west coast and I'm in California? Maybe. Maybe their border isn't as strict as they should be. That's silly. Don't do that's nuts. There's got to be a way to do it. Ah! Click that one more time. I'm a troublemaker. Let's celebrate on their first super on a live stream. So their first one ever? Wow. That's a big deal. "27 states further north and the southern part, most of part of Canada." Trying to think about that, it hurts my head. Well, I found it. I'm just glad it was right next to the place I was thinking of. I'm doing it again. It's Wisconsin is what we're talking about, and Michigan is what I thought it was. I was wrong, but they're right next to each other. Glass figures on the custom form seems to work. I've done, well, I'm not going to admit to anything. I've heard that people will do, what's the silly shit that's out there? Andrew Butler knows what I'm trying to talk about here. I imagine. He's very imaginative. Aromatherapy. I've heard that's a good way to do it. It is aromatherapy. It smells lovely. Hey, there we go. Budapest. Beard oils. Come the other way. Hey. Beard oils. Just take some of this and there. Now it's beard oil. It gets in my mustache and my beard, though, if I'm not careful. So it's not wrong. Not wrong. My problem is gifts. Like, if I wanted to gift samples to someone in other countries, it's a big problem. And there's like taxes and customs and like all this wild BS. And I know why, but ugh. That's what I miss in my mouth. Yep. Happens to me a lot. That does work. I've done that. I find candy is a nice treat. It works. A lot of times I just mark things as a gift. Ha! That's hilarious. My post office is against it. USPS doesn't like you shipping anything like that. It's one of the reasons I don't use it. It costs very little less, so I've done the research on that. How much the cost of shipping via USPS and via, in my case, UPS is. And UPS is the one I'm stuck with. Because one, they take whatever box I want, and I have my own. And two, of course, is that I can drop it off at the Staples nearby. Very important. And they will give me a receipt to officially have a documentation of having it sent out. Alberta is the best place to ship, even from the UK, since the government does not control it. They give a crap there. They do. Ugh. But here, at least, I mean, we'll figure it out. One of the fun parts is, for me, in some ways, is the getting whiskey to folks all over. Don't. Got it. I was like, that seems like an odd thing to say. Like, don't. Give a crap there. It's like, they care. 29 different states via Royal Mail. Final delivery has been to USPS in every case. There you go. Yeah, it gets weird. They crap give not. They give craps not. I think craps making me think of casinos. I went to the casino recently. It was very exciting. The beer wall didn't have the one I wanted. It was empty. That sucked. And I was $10 less when I went there. Awesome. Generally had a nice time, but I'm thinking of doing a casino visit with some local bastards at some point soon. I don't know when, because summer is when it gets really crazy. Maybe in the autumn? That might be fun. It's a small place, so there's not a lot to do. It's like go in, lose all your money, have a beer or two that are expensive, and maybe eat some food, have an okay restaurant. And then they have the fast food burger place, which I almost got something from there yesterday. Or not yesterday, a couple days ago. I didn't. I could have. I didn't. It was Mooyah, I believe it's called. Very fast foodie place. And the only one I know of in the area. I don't know how that worked its way in, but it did. Oh yes, I had to get a new casino card. Mine broke. I stepped on it and it broke right in half. Just... like, so I have a new one of those now. It keeps track of all the times I've lost. Okay. Damn it, where'd the time go? I'm probably going to add a couple more drops of water to this. It's still not as sweet, but it's getting a little easier for me to drink as far as why this percentage is just going off of me. It's probably because it's the first whiskey I had today. And it's just going like, ha, ha, ha. This is when I think I'm done. Ugh. Still enjoyable. Absolutely want to try more stuff from Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, but I can't afford it, so getting stuff like this is always great. I'll be doing more of these in the future. I have plenty of other samples right in front of me now that I will do. We have the blind sample coming up for Sunday, so stay tuned for that. And for those of you who are members, patrons of mine, members or patrons of mine. The podcast comes out tomorrow. And of course, I've managed to remind everyone that you can join as a member on the YouTube channel or a patron on Patreon. You basically help keep this channel going. That's what that is. But as always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.